can mend a broken man. Your brokenness.
Hello, it's Nay Uplifting Others. I'll be talking about how I survived and thrived after abuse. I didn't get the help as soon as I was like raped as a child. I didn't get the help that maybe I should have gotten as soon as something like that happens. Um, so fast forward, I'm in high school and I went through a stage of depression and being suicidal, and I ended up seeking professional help to help me cope with that, and it helped. Um, and I prayed for my abuser on and off. I don't know why I did it. It's just like something in me, like told me to do that. So I would pray for him on and off, and I guess I did it like maybe when I thought about what happened to me or what he did to me, I would pray for him. I guess that was my way of like trying to deal with it and take everything in. One of my coping, what I did to help me, I love to read. I don't do as much reading now, but like I love reading, especially in high school. And it to me, reading is like a kind of like escape away from reality, and it just puts you in like a mind, like a positive mindset, depending on what you're reading, like a positive mindset. So that helped me a lot. And eventually, I started going to church, and my relationship with God grew, and it was like it was an amazing feeling. And I'm not trying to push my beliefs on anyone, but this is what helped me and what I went through and how I got through it. And building a relationship with God was like the best thing ever, because like even when I thought about my abuse or him, like it made it much better when I just prayed it away, or just like go to God about anything or emotion that I felt. And so I started going to church, and I had a support system, my loved ones that supported me and helped me through my journey, and still helping me through my journey with healing. And so I talked about this on one of my previous videos. I'll link that too. Um, I ended up forgiving my abuser, and forgiving someone is never easy thing to do, but and everyone has their own time to forgive, and it's never a time limit on when to forgive someone, because our hurt, like you're hurting from it, and don't ever allow someone to pressure you into forgiving someone. And when you forgive someone, it's not for them, it's for yourself. It's for your sanity, for like a peace of mind, like a weight that's being lifted off of your chest. Like that's how I felt when I forgave my abuser. It was like I could take a deep breath, and that helps a lot. Like forgiveness is was a big step for me, but it's worth it. Like I said, like it's however you feel is what you feel is best for yourself. Like never think about no one else and whatever. You have to think about yourself. Healing is a process, and there's no time frame when you're healing. But forgiveness, it really helps. I have notes here to help me. I joined the choir at church, and I love like singing around the house, gospel songs when I'm having like my dark days and all that stuff. Like I listen to gospel music, I sing, and it really helps. Like it helps because I don't know whoever like listens to gospel music or any type of music. It could be it's something that speaks to your soul, and you can relate to it and things like that. So like when I'm listening to music period, but gospel music, and I listen to the lyrics, and that's what helps me the most. Is like listen to the lyrics, and I'm just singing, and that's like way that like I'm comforted by that. Like I'm not fully healed. Like I said, healing is a process, and even though like we feel like I know after I forgave my abuser, I thought I was healed. I really did. I thought that I was healed, and it's crazy how we feel like we're healed until other things come up and you think more about like your life and what you've been through and your abuse, and it's like you're not all the way healed. You have things that can hinder you from doing the things that you want to do in life. And that's what I struggle with. And don't ever let anyone rush your healing. Nobody can do that. But I feel like people can in a sense like feel like we should get over what we've been through, and it's not easy. You can't get over something like that. Being hurt in that way, in that manner, you can't get over that. You can forgive and you can try to move on from it, but things will remind you of your abuse. And it could be sexual abuse, it could be like physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Things like that can really have an impact on our lives for a long time, even after forgiving the person that did it to you or the people that did it to you. So I still struggle with anxiety, and I have my dark days, and I have antisocial behavior issues, like, and I feel like that plays a big part in my everyday life, or sometimes it do and sometimes it don't. But like I said, we heal differently, and I'm making these videos to help people like me. It's for us. This is to have a voice for what we've been through, because it's not easy, and I don't want no one to feel alone. And as a child, being abused as a child, or anytime you're abused, but I was abused as a child, and I didn't know how to express my feelings, and what I did was I wanted to forget about it, and I did. I thought I did, until everything just hit me all at once. And I don't want no one to feel how I felt. And I know it's like hard to say like, you don't feel like that, and whatever the case is, but we have to stick together and uplift each other. And it's not just the people that have been abused, but everyone should uplift each other and just be a shoulder to cry on or lean on whenever it's fit. And that's what I want to do. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And this is helping me heal. My healing process is ongoing, and this is helping me. And this has opened my eyes, making videos and touching on certain subjects and telling other people's stories. This has helped me deal with and think of other things and the things that have affected me and I didn't want to realize, or I didn't realize. And I feel like it's like therapy to talk to people and just be a voice. And we will all face those challenges and feel a certain way at a certain time, and don't down yourself about it. We have our ups and we have our downs, and we have the times where we're going to be okay and we feel like we could do everything, anything, and nothing can stop us or hinder us. And then we have those times where, like me personally, your anxiety kick in, and being around like a whole bunch of people, that triggers, like, it's just like my mind goes crazy sometimes. And it's okay to feel however you're feeling, but it would be better if we seek help, or just like write things down. If you don't feel comfortable talking to anyone, like write it down, draw, do something that's going to help you with your healing process. And I don't want to ever like I want to touch, either, even if it's one person, I want to help someone save themselves from themselves, if that makes sense. Sometimes we feel like we're all alone because no one really talks about being sexually abused. And I don't want no one to feel like they're alone. You're not alone in this situation. And I'm still healing, and we all still healing. We all still go through things, but everything will be okay. We just have to just continue being better at whatever we do, or just being a better us, being a better you. That's the only thing that we can do. And it's, of course, it's not easy, but eventually everything will be okay. It might not feel that way, it might not seem that way, but everything will eventually be okay. And it's hard sometimes talking about it because you don't want to say the wrong thing and come off a certain way. But this is my truth, and I want to somebody else to be okay in their truth. You don't have to tell your story to anyone, or you don't have to tell your story to the world, but holding it in sometimes it can hinder us in itself. And I feel like having a support system is helpful. And me personally, like praying and having a relationship with God, that's very helpful to me. Like that's my number one thing to do is just like pray and just have a relationship with God. That's me. That's what I do to help myself get through this, cuz having those dark days are not fun. It's not easy, and it's like sometimes I still feel alone, but I know that I'm not alone because it's so many people that go through the same things that I went through. But enough of my ranting. And I have a little quote from one of my friends. It says, "Time isn't the only thing that heals everything." And I feel like this is perfect for what I'm talking about. We have to thrive to be better and to do better. And don't let your abuser win. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you.